So who does it belong to?
Nobody.
We need a clue to compare with the pocketbook. Something to suggest who the original owner was.
Sorry guys, actually it's mine. Case closed. We're back in the Mermaid Mask. And we're gonna continue our suspicion. We already do a symmetry and we can do 3 of our other suspect. But before we continue the investigation, let me put on my detective hat. Well, it's always laggy when I start the game. This is a detective cap or an artist cap. Why do I look like a painter? Never mind, let's continue. Who should we interrogate first? Mariana Moon, Mr. Gripp, or Madam Tadpole? I'm gonna do Mariana Moon first. The black box. Start.
Mariana, you arrived in the submarine shortly before Mortuga was killed.
Correct. And yet, you still haven't told us how or why you're here. I find that pretty suspicious.
Oh, it's most suspicious. I quite agree.
She's not talking.
We'll just have to make an accusation. What? Somebody asked you to come onto the submarine.
Somebody asked you to come onto the submarine.
And how, may I ask, would somebody do such a thing?
They called your phone. Dirk. They called your phone.
A phone, you say? Well, not me. Oh, no. I'm no good with technology.
Huh. I'm not sure that's entirely true, is it?
This? Because I mean, what is this if it's not a technology? Technology. Even Steve Jobs don't have a wooden pipe that also a tape recorder.
It didn't escape our notice that your pipe is a fairly sophisticated dictaphone. I'm pretty sure that counts as technology.
A dictaphone, yes, but not a telephone.
But you do have a phone. Or at least you did at one point.
Do we have evidence to suggest Mariana Moon had a telephone at some point in time? This is dirt. But Mariana Moon know exactly the detail about this phone. Oh! Yeah, we found the pocketbook which include phone numbers. Yeah.
This is the correct clue, but we need to choose the right part.
I need to open it. A photo of Moon.
For whatever reason, there's a photo of you in this pocketbook, and beneath it, a phone number. I assume it's your number.
Of course it is.
But you...
Are you watching? I'm only going to show you this once. Ready? Moon phone. Nice, isn't it? Had it custom made.
Can we look?
No, you can't look at it. The battery's perished. I haven't used it in several days.
But if your number is written down in the pocketbook, then anyone on the submarine could have called you, back when you still had battery.
They'd have the number, but how would they call me from the submarine? There's nothing resembling a phone or a radio hooked up in the control room.
Phone or radio? I don't have a phone. How would somebody call my phone from the submarine? With a cell phone.
Dirk wouldn't need to use the ship's phone. Much like you, he's got his own.
What's more, there were 2 outgoing calls to your number.
Oh, dear me, someone doesn't know how to clear their call record.
So, you admit it was Dirk who called you?
Absolutely not.
But we just...
It wasn't Dirk.
J.D. Wehrman?
Nope.
Magnus Mortiga?
I'm willing to bet it was Mortuga.
Do you deny it?
No. I just need to be careful what I say next.
Well, with this in mind, I think I can say why you're here on the submarine.
Then why the phone? Wait, does the phone even Dirk's? What? Why did Mariana come to the submarine and the request of Mortuga? Brought something. Mariana Moon brought something onto the submarine as a joke to frame someone in order to kill Mortuga, to give to Mortuga.
Mariana Moon brought something onto the submarine to give to Mortuga.
You brought something onto the submarine. What was it, Mariana?
I can't say. I made a deal with Mortuga, and I intend to stick to it. I can't talk about any of this.
What was it that Mariana brought onto the submarine to give to Mortuga? I don't know what it could be. Iron bell? No, that's too heavy.
That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Then what? It's not the ship, it's not... Oh, the black box! This chapter letter is said black box.
We found this box
so
in Mortuga's
stupid.
quarters. You don't happen to know how to open it, do you?
I can't say. Sorry.
Thus confirming that this is what you brought on board for Mortuga. Otherwise, you'd be free to talk about it.
Damn.
So, you're only on the submarine because Mortuga asked you to bring him this box. What did you get in return? Money?
The answer was right there in your question.
In return, Mortuga gave you access to the
Couldn't believe my luck. I'd been looking for the Mortuga submarine for some time. Unsuccessfully, of course.
Why?
For a lifelong purveyor of local legends and urban folklore, this place is the Holy Grail.
So, I'm guessing you won't tell us what's in the box.
Correct. I shan't be doing that.
Or where it came from?
Or that. No. So don't even ask.
Actually, just by looking at it, I think we could work out where the box came from. We need a clue to compare with the black box. Something we can use to work out where it came from.
Like what? It came from... maybe... Oh, the symbol. The F emblem is the same as this F emblem. Fortuna? Fellow? Is it fellow of what? Fortuna. Oh, this is Fortuna, so this is fellow. I guess.
This F emblem is the same as this F emblem, suggesting the box is from Fellow Manor.
That's what I get for diligently labeling my map, I see. Lovely.
Wait, so Mortuga called you up and asked you to get this box from Fellow Manor. What did he...
No, he didn't mention the box.
Then what?
He did ask me to go to Fellow Manor, but what he wanted was information.
Oh wait, why couldn't he go himself?
An excellent question. I'm still pondering that one myself.
So what kind of information did he ask you to get?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
But the information Mortuga wanted, whatever it was in the box.
I believe so.
How would you know? Did you open it?
She must have done.
And when you gave it to Mortuga, he must have opened it too, to check it had the information he wanted.
As I've said, I came on board the submarine via the foredeck, and Mortuga met me in the parlour. He took the box and told me to wait in the control room while he went down the hall into his cabin. So I waited in the control room. I was the only one in there, but,
What?
I could hear Mortuga opening the box.
How?
I've no idea. He was on the other side of the ship, but I could hear him quite clearly. Although it was quite a thin sound, rather like it was coming through a telephone.
I wonder.
Do we have evidence to suggest how Mariana might heard Mortuga while he was in his cabin? I have no idea. Had a radio?
We found this radio hidden in Mortuga's cabin. It's kinda busted. It seems to be turning on and off by itself.
So the radio was picking up the audio of Mortuga opening the box and transmitting it to the control room?
When I heard the sound, I did initially think it was coming from the control panel, but as I mentioned, it doesn't have any kind of radio, so it's still a mystery.
Did you record the sound on your little pipe dictaphone?
Of course.
You did? But we listened through all the tracks on the tape and didn't hear anything like that.
Oh, really? I'm quite sure I made a recording of it.
Hang on.
The last one?
What kind of sound are we even talking about? The sound of someone opening a box? Mariana, how would you even know what you were hearing?
Oh, that's simple. It's because he was talking to someone while he opened it.
What?
Who?
I don't know. I could only hear Mortuga's voice. But he was definitely having a conversation.
Was he talking to himself?
I suppose it's possible.
What was he saying?
I don't really remember.
Ugh, thanks a lot. This has been frustrating from start to finish.
My pleasure.
That's it. What's the conclusion? I don't know. Do I get information from that? So, Mortuga talk with someone when opening the black box. We have to looking for who is the person who he's talking with. Might be the murderer. I'm gonna talk to Madame Tadpole first. Keeping secret.
Tadpole, what would you say your relationship with Mortuga was like?
We got on great. Where's this going?
Did you ever disagree with him? Argue with him?
Nope. Let's get to the point,
Do we have evidence of Tadpole having a disagreement with Mortuga? I don't even remember if we have that kind of information.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you...
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Someone sneaking around recording me with a dictaphone?
Seems like it.
It may have been recorded without permission, but it's still a record of a conversation you had with Mortuga. It sounds like you're trying to get something from him. Some kind of object he was keeping from you?
An object? Nope.
So then what were you talking about?
I don't want to tell you. You'll take it the wrong way.
It's just, you were seen rummaging through Mortuga's bookcase. The one in this cabin.
Someone sneaking around watching me rummage through bookcases?
I thought maybe you were looking for this.
Wait, I think this is an initial like MM, not a marble MM. Flip it around, like Magnus Mortuga. This.
Ah, nope. That all you got?
I mean, it would neatly explain what that argument was about.
Not an argument.
And obviously I noticed that there's a dried blood stain on the front of the book.
Nosebleed. Very common among divers.
Oh, really? I assumed it was Mortuga's book because of the MM initials.
Nope, it's nothing to do with him. It's just some old book. It's not important.
Now that's not quite true, is it?
It's not even a book.
It's not even a book. It opens up into a little box.
Mental note. Don't tell your birth date to Dirk Dansom.
Well, even if you didn't take the book from
True.
Mortuga, there's something in there I wanted to ask you about.
What should we ask? Oh, I have to open it.
Do you know who this is?
Sure, Tanya. Says it right there on the back.
That's not you? I thought that was you. I thought her name was Tanya Tadpole. Someone named Tanya with long brown hair. Oh, it's
We
her.
heard you used to be a rescue diver.
Mental note. Don't share any personal information with Dirk Dansom.
Hey, they spelled your name wrong. It says Tadpole. Oh, unless...
Tadpole.
Yeah, that's my real surname. Tadpole begun as a stage name, but now I just wear it as my name.
Right,
It's
sorry.
Tadpole.
Makes sense. A stage name, huh?
So the book contains photos of these three women, one of whom we've established is you, Tadpole. since it has your old name written on the back.
What of it?
I mean, you not. Did you keep your own photograph?
It probably means the book didn't originally belong to you.
Right. Why would you have a record of yourself?
I told you, it's nothing to do with Mortuga.
So who does it belong to?
Nobody.
We need a clue to compare with the pocketbook. Something to suggest who the original owner was.
Sorry guys, actually it's mine. Case closed. Something that shows the original owner of the blood-stained pocketbook. How could I know that? I need a photograph. The blood-stained scratch on the cover is an engraving of the WW. The scratch on the cover is an engraving of the WW initial because it was made by Wayland Wolfe.
The scratch on the
is
cover
that?
is an engraving of the WW initials because it was made by Wayland Wolfe.
So the man in this photo, Wayland Wolfe, we think was the head of some kind of traveling show. A group that you, Tadpole, used to be a member of.
Hey, look at that. I'm actually impressed.
Presumably, the pocketbook is where he kept records of the various people he had dealings with. Tanya Tadpole, Mariana Moon, Baroness Fortuna.
The first two we know about. But what about Fortuna? What does she have to do with Wolf?
Do we have any contacts for Baroness Fortuna? This Baroness Fortuna present.
Baroness Fortuna owns the Fortuna Hall Theater in Silkworm on Sea. We actually passed it on the way to the Stonetop Inn. It's all boarded up now. Perhaps Wolf's traveling performers came through Silkworm on Sea at one point, and perhaps some of them never left. It might be why Madame Tadpole's in this part of the world in the first place.
So, if the pocketbook originally belonged to Wayland Wolfe, Tadpole, how did you end up with it?
I took it from him. I assure you, he doesn't need it anymore.
Because he's dead?
So it really doesn't have anything to do with Mortuga.
But in that case, what was that argument about?
Not an argument.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need...
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you're...
Right, fine, I'll tell you. But you better not get all excited. I was trying to convince him to leave the submarine and give up the captaincy to me.
What?
Not because I wanted to be captain, but because I could tell Magnus didn't. I believe his tenure on board the submarine was some kind of self-imposed punishment. But I thought maybe he'd suffered enough. Maybe he deserved another shot
At what?
at whatever it is he actually wanted.
So, he didn't actually want to be a captain or what? I'm confused. Let's head to Mr. Gripp. The curious case of Cornelius Kane.
Ha! How about you? I've been looking forward to this part.
Yeah, there is something or someone that I'd like to ask you about.
Let's ask Mr. Gripp about his faithful sidekick, Cornelius Kane.
Cornelius? What about him?
His function, his name, his appearance.
His appearance. I don't think he looks quite like he's supposed to.
What a thing to say! You've only just met him!
That's right. We know nothing about Cornelius Kane. Do we have reference for what Gripp's Kane is supposed to look like? I didn't realize. It does look different. The pictures of the cane look different to the cane grip has now.
Now you mention it, they don't match at all. The one you've got is a different shape, and it's made of wood.
This is what you're grilling me about.
Why would the two canes look different, though?
I like the new version though.
Gripp made a new cane after arriving on the submarine.
What a damning accusation. Yes, I made a new cane, and yes, it's made of wood. Where are you going with this?
Where is the old cane? Ask about what happened to the original cane. Ask about why Gripp wants a cane in the first place. Ask about where the wood came from. But that's right. Where did you get a wood that looked like a stick in the submarine?
Where did the wood come from?
My friend.
What do you mean you forgot? Oh. 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 This looks like Cornelius.
There's a faint resemblance, I suppose. But aren't the wheel spokes a fair bit shorter than Cornelius?
No, it's not. If you remove his head, you can see. No. If you look at his back, you can see that Cornelius is made from. If you remove the bandage, you can see that Cornelius is made from. Oh yeah, I have to remove the bandage. If you remove the bandage, you can see that Cornelius is made from two pieces of wood that isn't from. There are two wheel spokes joined.
Remarkable! This is quite the revelation.
Oh wait, you're saying you didn't know the wood came from the wheel?
Of course I didn't. Why would I know anything about that?
Because you've also got the rest of the broken wheel piece.
Yes, you've also
I
got the
see
rest
it
of the
in
broken
your
wheel pieces.
basket. See? The wood inside the basket is from the broken ship's wheel.
So, Gripp, I have to ask, do you know anything about how the ship's wheel was broken?
Yes, I was there when the wheel was broken. In fact, Mortuga and I, we broke it.
You broke it?
I was trying to take control of the wheel, and Mortuga forcibly wrenched it out of my grip. He was very strong, you see.
Wait, you tried to steer the submarine without permission?
I did.
Why?
There'd been a disagreement. It's nothing, really, not important.
A disagreement? About what? Where to take the submarine?
Something like that.
So you have a motive. Tell me what's your motive. What sparked a disagreement between Gripp and Mortuga relating to the navigation of the submarine? The ocean map.
Oh, right. I'd forgotten you'd seen that.
Which part relates directly to both Grips and Mortuga? The creepy drawing. Map oh.
Map interpreted by Godrik Gripp. For customer, Magnus Mortuga.
And it's a record of service from your shop. Not the one here in the submarine, but the real one in the town.
It's all there in black and white, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Some time ago, Mortuga came into my shop. He showed me the map and asked if I'd be able to interpret it for some voyage he was planning.
Interpret it?
It's marked with an X, but there's nothing in the way of coordinates, nor are there any apparent landmarks, given that it's just describing an area of ocean.
So, how did you work it out?
By employing every ounce of my skill, by working harder than I'd ever worked. Something about that map, the mystery of it, the feeling of chasing down the unknown. It grabbed me, and it didn't let go. For 2 weeks, it was all I thought about. I was so focused on it, I barely slept. Easily the most thrilling job I'd ever taken on. I even waived the payment. I couldn't in good conscience charge for something I'd enjoyed so much. The problem was, afterwards, all my other work suddenly seemed banal. I began to daydream of that thrilling feeling, that pursuit of the unknown. It led me to eventually close up shop and head out in my balloon, on a voyage of my own, which, as you know, ended rather abruptly.
Right.
But to be pulled from the ocean by Magnus Mortuga himself, and to find that very same map laying on his desk. I asked him at once if he'd ever followed the map to the coordinates, and he said he hadn't. I was disappointed at first, but then I realized we had the submarine. We could still go, right now. But Mortuga told me we would be doing no such thing. In fact, we weren't to be navigating anywhere. Instead, he seemed insistent in hovering near the Silkworm Coast, like something was keeping him tethered to it.
So, you tried steering the submarine yourself.
I'd convinced myself it was what Mortuga secretly wanted, even if he was refusing to admit it. I thought a little nudge might be just what he needed, get him out of his comfort zone, you know. But as I've already admitted, it didn't go to plan. Mortuga came into the control room, we briefly thought the wheel was broken, and that was it. My request denied, I soon found myself opening a new branch of Gripp's Emporium right here in the engine room, which, of course, necessitated the construction of a new Cornelius cane.
There's one thing I don't understand. If Mortuga didn't intend to use the map, why did he keep it around?
I don't suppose we'll ever find out.
I think I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map.
What? He decided it was too dangerous. He'd already followed it. He'd found out the map was a hoax. He'd already followed it?
What makes you say that?
I don't know. Oh, this one. Which part shows Mortuga had previous attempt to follow the map?
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
This is a film of Magnus Mortuga and a woman named Felicia Stonetop. They're talking about their plans to follow the map.
Remarkable. Wait, was that filmed here on the submarine?
No, in fact, it's not a submarine at all.
What? Oh, this ship in the bottle.
The ship was called the Dearest Selena, but it belonged to Felicia
Gomez.
Stonetop. She was the captain and Mortuga was her helmsman. See, he's at the top there, manning the wheel.
You know, that's been on his desk since I arrived, and I never once thought to ask him about it.
So, okay, we know they intended to follow the map, but do we know if they actually managed it?
Good point. Making plans is one thing, but a successful expedition is quite another.
I can't be sure, but there was something we found here in the submarine. Something that suggests to me Mortuga actually did reach the center of the map.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know. This?
Oh yeah, look at that. I think you might be right.
But why didn't he just tell me? What did he find in the ocean that was such a big secret? Surely it wasn't just this. It hardly seems like anything at all.
Well, buoys are normally put in place to mark a position.
The position of something else in the ocean?
It has to be. Think about it. If the buoy wasn't attached to anything, then it would have floated away, making the map worthless.
So, if they found the buoy when they went to the center of the map...
It was only because it was attached to something else at the time.
We're done? Holy shit. Who should we talk to now? I think I missed something, but I don't know. What?
Constant.
The glass
Let's
moved.
take a closer look at that bookshelf.
Did we already did? What is that?
I think I can see a face in there.
That's probably just pareidolia.
Is this like the mermaid tongue?
The human habit of seeing faces where there aren't...
There are.
Okay, no, I just saw it too.
Exactly.
So, I noticed Mortuga's contract has been typed.
Did you give him permission?
No,
So how did he know how to use it?
it's a typewriter. Mortuga might have been, outdoorsy, but he wasn't an idiot.
There's something suspicious about Sinthia.
Let's go talk to
Yeah.
her. There's something suspicious about Mormon.
Let's go talk to him.
Let's do Cynthia first. Cynthia the first. Start a captain's legacy.
Sinthia, you became captain after Mortuga died?
Yep.
Mhm.
It's just the way it's meant to be.
Just the way it's meant to be. Right. We got it.
But, there was something you used to claim the captaincy? A document?
That could be her motive. Well, allow Cynthia to officially claim captain. The command contract.
Correct.
Okay, but you have to admit, the wording on this thing is kind of vague. It doesn't actually say, "Hi everyone, Mortuga here. Cynthia gets to be captain if I die."
Let's review, shall we? This contract represents an agreement between the two individuals in contention over the ownership and command of the Mortuga submarine.
The two individuals. That's you and Mortuga.
Indeed.
But you're not actually named, by name.
If I may continue, for their own safety and privacy, these two people shall only be referred to as Party A and Party B. See, Mortuga was quite a private person. He was just being considerate.
You call it considerate. I call it convenient.
That's
Mortuga's
suspicious.
Party A.
Correct. Previously, Party A has been considered the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine, and thus its rightful commander. He's clearly talking about himself. It's the Mortuga submarine, after all, and he was the commander. However, a recent development has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel.
Party B. That's you.
Affirmative.
Recent development. There's more of that deliberately vague wording.
I have a question. When exactly did Mortuga write this contract?
When exactly? I don't actually know.
You don't know when he wrote it?
Well, it must have been sometime after I came aboard the submarine. I assume it was after I presented my case to him.
Cynthia might not know, but we actually have some insight on this. For one, we know how the contract was written. How it was actually created, I mean.
Was Mortuga's contract made with typewriter?
It was typed on Warman's typewriter, so it was made sometime after Warman arrived.
And Warman and Dirk arrived after I did, so this gets me off the hook.
Try not to sound too relieved. But yeah, this does seem to confirm it. So, my next question is this. When did you sign the contract?
A little while ago? Some amount of time ago?
If this conversation gets any more vague, I'm going to cry. Was it a day before the murder? A week?
Surely it was at some point before the murder. Otherwise...
I think it might be time to make an accusation.
What is Cynthia not telling us about the signing of the contract? Seafoam signed the contract after Mortuga's murder. Cynthia's murder? Mortuga's birthday? Because nobody else wanted to, and forged Mortuga's signature.
Cynthia Seafoam signed the contract after Mortuga's murder and forged Mortuga's signature.
That's
Such a
illegal.
rude accusation! So
Is
rude!
it illegal?
I assure you, that is Mortuga's exact signature. Do you have
That's
any evidence that it's
illegal.
been forged?
Is there any evidence that Cynthia forged Mortuga's signature? We have anecdotal evidence. We have no evidence. We have evidence in the form of a clue.
We have evidence in the form of a clue.
And I don't know what it was. Oh, the captain's log?
The captain's log. It's basically a stack of cards printed out by the submarine's control panel. Each little card has a space for the captain to sign, and the most recent card is signed by you, Cynthia. All the rest are signed by Mortuga. Well, sort of.
Oh, it is different. Mortuga Center on the contract is a longer version. A longer version? Doesn't look anything like Mortuga's signature on this card. Because because since I wrote it from memory, but it doesn't match any of the other cards. Oh, it's different in every page. This one looks the same with this one. It's an exact match of what is on this card.
Mortuga's signature on the contract is an exact match of Mortuga's signature on this card, but it doesn't match any of the other cards.
Yeah, it's a perfect match. What's the problem?
The perfect match is the problem. You were too accurate. If you'd done a worse job, you might have gotten away with it.
That makes sense.
What do you mean?
If you look through the cards, Mortuga never signs his name the same way twice.
But the signature on the contract matches one of them exactly, which seems to be proof that you copied it, or traced it, or whatever it was.
Oh, whoops. Didn't notice that. I thought it was his signature. Why doesn't he have a signature?
So, Sinthia forged the signature. That means Mortuga had the contract typed up, but then never signed it?
Right after Mortuga was killed, I went looking to see if he'd written a will. That's when I found it, laying inside the little hatch in the control panel. I grabbed it and hurried back to my room to read it. After reading it, I could come to only one conclusion, that he wrote it about me, but never got a chance to show it to me.
Remind me why you were so sure it was written about you?
A recent development has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel.
You're really the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine?
Who is Sinthia, the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine? Sinthia is Mortuga's daughter. What? It was originally the seafoam submarine. Mortuga sold the submarine to Sinthia before he died.
It was originally the seafoam submarine.
Something that shows Cynthia connection to the original submarine. Oh, that's the submarine. The child. Cynthia family we're buying. We're trying to sell. We're constructing the submarine, which was known as the seafoam submarine.
This was back when it was still being built.
The seafoam submarine was never completed. We got close, and then we stopped. It lay rusting in the shipyard for some time. Mortuga would eventually purchase it from my father. At which point it was altered, completed, and renamed the Mortuga submarine.
Altered?
Yeah, the blueprints from my mother's original design.
I didn't even realize.
As I said, that version was never completed. I've been trying to update it to show how the submarine looks now. The design changed a bit after Mortuga bought it.
Wait, if Mortuga bought it, then he did own it.
It wasn't a legitimate purchase. It wasn't my father's to sell.
So, the recent development mentioned in the contract, that was
me, informing Mortuga that his ownership of the submarine was based on an illegitimate purchase. My intention was to refund his payment and undo the transaction, placing the submarine back into my ownership.
Wow, I bet he loved that.
Refund the payment? You tried to give him his money back?
Not money, something else.
What? Indeed.
The deeds to the Stonetop Inn. Originally owned by the Stonetop family until it was passed into the ownership of Magnus Mortuga. And then...
What? Oh. Wait, do I have to read it again? Magnus Mortuga. Selena Stonetop, Felicia Stonetop, Magnus Mortuga, Don Drummond. Who the hell is that?
Passed from Mortuga to Donovan Drummond, Cynthia's stepfather.
So that's how Mortuga paid for the submarine. He sold his house, basically.
I came aboard with the intention of giving the Stone Top Inn back to Mortuga in exchange for my mother's submarine. And that's exactly what I did.
But did Mortuga actually accept your offer?
When I first made the proposal, he didn't give me an answer either way. He looked at the inn deeds very closely, read the whole thing, front and back, then he handed them back and told me he'd need some time. Before I heard anything else about it, he was killed. Obviously, I thought I'd never find out what his decision was, but then I found the command contract. It seemed like he decided to accept my proposal after all, and just not had a chance to tell me.
So it's not Sinthia. I have to investigate 3 more suspects, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. This is gonna be our last save. And for the next episode, we're gonna interrogate JD Werman. So far, I don't think it's Symmetry, I don't think it's Sinthia. But I also don't think it's Mariana Moon. It could be Mr. Gripp or Madam, but I don't know. What if maybe it's really Dirk? Remember last time there's a voice record that Dirk saying we have to kill him. I'm sure he talk about killing someone, but that could be a movie script. Maybe that's what they expect us to think, and it's actually Dirk, or maybe it's him. Thank you guys for watching this video. Bye.